Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today with a celebrity get down. The first ones up are the Basketball Wives. Now, you know their season should be starting pretty soon. And with the end of last season, we saw a couple of the girls X'd out, mainly Brandy and Malaysia. Now, when I was reading online, a lot of people did not want to see them leave. There were mixed feelings. Some said that they brought the drama. Others said they were whiny, get rid of them. So we heard that they were gone. Now, this season, what they've done is they've brought back mainly Evelyn Lozada. And along with Evelyn, they brought back brought some new cast people. One girl by the name of Kiana, and the other one is Asia. Now, I must admit, y'all, I'm not a basketball fan, so I did not know who their men were. I knew Asia's, but I didn't know the other girl, Kiana's. So I had to look them up. So I do know that Evelyn's man is Carl Crawford. Kiana's man is Nick Young, and Asia's man is Dwayne Wade. So now that I've got all that straight, so I don't know what flavor that these ladies are going to bring to the show, because I was reading today that they are filming now for the show, but they're not getting any heat. They're saying that these ladies don't really want to talk about their men in a negative way, and they are not for kind of exploiting that basketball, wives relationship or girlfriend's relationship. So a lot of people are saying, then if they're not going to do that, then what is their purpose for being on the show? And I guess they just wanted to showcase what's going on with them as spouses and baby mamas of these athletes. They don't want to get into all the negativity with bashing those men. So okay, I guess we'll have to see how that works. Another person who's going to be on there is somebody by the name of Bonnie Jill Laughlin. Now, y'all, again, I'm not a big time basketball fan. I know who the broad was. I think she works for some sports network. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't know who she was, how she was going to fit in. I think she's not going to be on that often. So let's get a tally of who all is going to be on the show. So there's going to be Jackie Christie, Shawnee O'Neal, Tammy Roman, Kiana Green, Evelyn Lozada, AJ, and I don't know her last name, Bonnie, Malaysia Pargo, and Brandy Maxwell. Could that be right? Y'all? They say that these two are coming back. That's what the word on the street is. That's what the gossip is. That's what I heard, y'all. Now check this out. They said because these new ladies that they've brought on the show to be on this season are not coming with the heat, that, they won't talk about their men in a negative way, that they just want to be on there, as women who have had relationships with basketball players and now have babies, and they don't want to exploit the relationship or like be throwing all kind of, arrows at the man, that they're kind of boring. So they had to, rumor is, they had to bring Brandy and Malaysia back. Y'all, when I heard this, I thought about when Shawnee told Brandy, your services are no longer needed. Well, y'all, evidently their services are, because without them, they said that the show was just ho hum hum hum, bop bop bop. But with them, there's a little bit of fire there. So they say, despite what Shawnee wanted, against what Shawnee wanted, they have Brandy and Malaysia coming back. Now, this is all rumor, y'all. This is all rumor. Let me say that again. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this story to y'all is because if this is true, then Shawnee doesn't have the level of control that we always or a lot of us thought she did. And also, too, it shows that the creators or the people that pay the bills, they don't care about what Shawnee feels, because if it means that they're not going to make any money or this show is not going to do as well, then hey, they say, you know what? Bump you, Shawnee. We're bringing Brandy back, and Brandy is going to need a friend, so we're bringing back Malaysia too. Y'all, when I read this, I was like, Shawnee, oh my God. Y'all, her nostrils are going to be all over the place. She going to be mad all season long fucking with Brandy in Malaysia. And her cohorts, Jackie and Tammy, are going to be still stuck up her ass. So it's going to be a little clicky here. Now, I wonder who the new girls, Kiana and Asia, are going to fall with, because it sounds like to me the fact that they don't want to discuss, or go into too much detail on their relationships with their basketball boyfriends, they may be a little bit more mature than what Brandy and Malaysia were when they very first came on the show. Because think about it. If the producers of the show cannot pull that out of them, cannot make them, discuss that, then that shows to me some level of maturity. Now, I also read that they are legally not allowed to discuss it. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes with the upcoming season of Basketball Wives LA. Child, I'm telling y'all, when I heard that Brandy, girl, do you know that is Shawnee's like arch nemesis? Let me tell you, it's something about Brandy that rubs Shawnee the wrong way. And it almost feels like Shawnee didn't like Brandy from the beginning. It was just something about Brandy that rubbed Shawnee the wrong way. And you know how, y'all, you meet a woman and you met her in a social setting, it's a bunch of your girlfriends, and she hasn't done anything to you, but it's just something about her you don't like. And then as you get to know her and she starts doing stuff, you say stuff like, you know what, I ain't like that bitch from the beginning. I think that's how Shawnee feels about Brandy. Brandy aggravates Shawnee, and she also antagonizes Shawnee. And I think that all that running of her mouth that Brandy did, 1 minute she was apologizing to Shawnee, and then the next minute she was talking behind Shawnee's back. In the end, maybe it paid off for her. We thought it got her kicked out the door, but maybe that's what saved her job. If all of these rumors are true, then Brandy is coming back. Now, I know at the end of the last season, a lot of people were saying when they heard the rumor that Malaysia and Brandy were kicked off with the two angels, they were like, no, get rid of the angels, but keep Brandy and, Malaysia. A lot of people really wanted them to keep Malaysia. They weren't so, wanting them to keep Brandy, but a lot of people did like Malaysia. But the thing is, the show is saying that they need Brandy. Isn't that something? And Malaysia was there first. Y'all, I don't even remember that I watched Basketball Wives LA last season. That's a damn shame, y'all. I don't even remember if I watched it. But I tell you what, I will be watching it this season because I want to see if this is true and Brandy is coming back, how Shawnee plays it off like it doesn't bother her. Because this has got to bother her. Because I still, like I said, I go back to that scene where she told Brandy, your services are no longer needed. Be gone. Poof. And, Brandy was sitting up there looking silly. Well, like I said, according to the rumors, Brandy's services were needed. Y'all, I want to know what y'all think about it. Did you want Malaysia back and say to hell with Brandy? Or did you say, oh, the dynamic duo is back. Oh, they gonna wreak all kind of havoc. And then also, y'all know, if Brandy and Malaysia feel that their services were needed, y'all, they gonna show their asses this year. They gonna be like, well, hold on, you was trying to get rid of us, bitch, and now y'all had to call us back to liven this motherfucker up. These two bras gonna be showing their butt. Tell me what y'all think, and on to the next story. This next story up, y'all, is about Fantasia Barreno. Y'all know our little Tasia. Well, I heard that Fantasia was recently burned. The story is saying that she suffered second-degree burns. Now, the story doesn't go into how she received the burns. It just says that she's in the hospital and that she had to cancel a couple of shows. Now, I really like Fantasia. I think I said in another video that I love when Fantasia sings gospel. That is that girl's calling. I love her when she sings other songs, but when she sings gospel, Fantasia just can set a room on fire. So I really hate that this has happened to her. Also, I know that a little while ago, I believe Fantasia's husband was hospitalized. And I remember seeing something where she rushed from the stage to be with him when he was in the hospital from some undisclosed illness. Now, I'm not trying to say that there's something going on between them. They just are not letting all of their business out there. Now, once Fantasia canceled those shows, I think the one in Memphis, she got a little backlash from her fans. And what her husband did is he came onto social media and he explained what was going on. All the fans knew was that they had purchased tickets and Fantasia had canceled the show. So the husband came out and said, no, it's not that she's just not coming. My wife has been severely burned and she's in the hospital. He also went on to say that the person that Fantasia is, this has really bothered her. And she was even asking the doctors if there was any way that she could still perform. And basically they told her no. Her husband also says that Fantasia has said that she is committed to rebooking those shows and giving those fans, what they paid for. Now, I have a little soft spot for Fantasia. I have loved her for a little while. Like I said, I prefer her gospel music over the pop music, but it's just something about Fantasia that, it makes you have a little soft spot for her. So I wish her a speedy recovery, and I hope that these burns, don't leave her any type of permanent scarring, that's really bad. Because, as a woman, I know this has got to be like really traumatic for her. You know how we are about our bodies as women. We're a little vain when it comes to scars and stuff like that. So I just pray that, she gets better soon. I know that when you are burned, my brother was burned on his arm before, and I know that there's some scraping involved of that, burn to keep it from getting infected. And, my brother was a man, and he told me that it was like one of the most painful things when they have to, go in and, scrape that skin down. So, oh God, y'all, we gotta wish her some strength when she goes through that. If it's that bad, if it's bad enough for them to hospitalize her, it must be, pretty bad. So with that, y'all, this is the end of the video. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.